Do
But
you do you also
you,
think there's like something to the skill shot element of these type of heroes, right? Like,
mm,
we sit here and we're like, my god, what was that hook? My god, what was that hook? Right? Do you think
mm.
that can kind of like throw a player off when they're trying to play against that? Like the thought of how ridiculously good this player is at this hero, and it makes you more fearful. It kind of puts you on tilt or something.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. It's just scary. But Cube has many more heroes in his arsenal, and one of those with a very sick arsenal on his back is Clockwork as well. You have this clock, and on the opposing team, actually, you have an SF. So I'm wondering, like, when are we gonna start seeing SF plus clock? Like, that combination is sick, and it hasn't been picked so far, and both of these heroes are back into the meta. So I think we're gonna start seeing that again very soon. Especially because we see these SF first picks, right? So if you first pick SF, it's gonna get countered. So giving him those souls early on can definitely be beneficial.
Yeah, a lot of clocks don't want to have to level the cogs early on, though, right? They want the battery assault, especially with the improvements. But I get where you come from. That combo was pretty strong. A lot of people question why it never got patched out.
Yeah, I mean, battery assault is buffed and it's awesome, but at the same time, you're gonna get that level 2 on that offlane or wherever. It's fine. You just need to leech it a bit, not a biggie. At the same time, so if you pick lock this early, you instantly answer it a puck, and that puck cannot really be killed by clock unless clock positions himself really well. You always have that orb to work with to get out of cogs. Speaking about other heroes, though, let's forget about the clock SF combination. We have Grimstroke and Jug, like two heroes that work really well in the current meta, don't they? Like you ink spell, you spin, you stun, you spin, you kill, you're broken, and you're satisfied. And on Gambit, we see Sven.
The godly
Yeah,
Sven with the
yeah,
the Warcry protection for his two squishy cores already.
yeah, very well put. Godly Sven. This game, however, I'm wondering if this Sven is gonna be support or if he's gonna be carry, because right now he cannot be offlane. You have the puck, so Sven as a core is definitely decent versus Jug. That is gonna be Lifestealer instead. Hero that doesn't really care about Pugna too much, as you have Rage to work with. Does care about the Crepify, but overall he should do fairly well. Aachen City Esports, though, they've left their last pick, and they do have last pick, so this Pugna does not have to be mid. It can be offlane too.
The options, and I'm just looking at this right now. The Jug Grimstroke combo should be good, but at the same time, the Sven Warcry, you can usually get away from that. So, I mean, do you even... That's the thing, you can run him as a 4 or 5 here. I think maybe you run him as a 5 because Puck should be fine against that lane anyway.
Yeah, you can. You can run him as 4 or 5, but most likely you want to run him with Puck on that offlane. Versus Grim and Jug. You can send him safe lane with Lifestealer, but that's not really great. You're already showing your 3 cores. I think what they lack is like some control from their position 5. Maybe not even necessarily too much control, just damage perhaps. Something that does well versus Pugna on that lane. I mean, they have to pick first, so they're gonna give it away. A hero that's really good versus everyone on Aachen is actually Oracle, which wouldn't be that bad. And then you put position, yeah, it's position for Sven, but it doesn't really matter that much. You'd have Oracle versus Pugna, you'd have Oracle versus Grimstroke. Wouldn't be that bad. Isn't banned either.
And farm ban is on Gambit's hands, as the Oath Spirit is the farm ban for Aachen. So they're anticipating probably a 5 Sven with the 4 yes.
Yeah, they're definitely anticipating a 4 hero to be picked for Gambit. They're anticipating 5 Sven. And honestly, it's better. 5 Sven is better than 4 because what does it matter if you're 4 or 5? You're still just gonna build double bracer and Warcry, and that's your job. So banning out Earth Spirit does make sense. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Rubik, I was thinking about this because it's another hero that doesn't care about clock, so you can go in that way too. Making this clock as useless as possible in the laning stage assures that you're gonna have a decent laning stage and decent start in the game. So getting someone like Rubik that can just lift him and toss him away is pretty good for you. I'm wondering why did Aachen Esports save their last pick for? Like, you see the SF, so you can pick mid earlier. Unless this Pugna is mid, I'm wondering why they even saved it.
I mean, would you want to put the puck to mid? Like, you can get roughed up pretty easily, right, with the razors.
Yeah, you can. So they did save the last pick for their mid, most likely. Something, I don't know what they're gonna do though. There are many options, honestly. There are so many heroes that track SF. So it is Pugna mid. And then it's gonna, I think so, yeah? And
Yeah,
it's gonna be,
like,
yeah,
Tide doesn't
it's gonna be
fare
Tide
better
often, yeah.
against SF. Like, if you don't want to be a melee hero up against the Shadow Fiend, that's a pretty rough life. So you are going for the Pugna. In fairness, you do move pretty fast. There should be equal trade in terms of nuking with the Never Blast and the razors.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say who won this one in terms of draft, right? Like, this is... I feel a bit weird about the Tide Hunter pick up against the Lifestealer.
I mean, I don't know. The only thing that I see right now is that Beyond the Summit did not include me.
I saw that. I was outrageous. They tried to moan like, oh, you should have given me this information. I gave you that information 20 minutes beforehand when you asked. Got him.
I'm just sending them crying smileys right now, and that's it.
You should. I mean, I would personally be just completely and utterly slighted by that.
No, I'm just a ghost. I'm not important for BTS.
Just don't speak through the whole cast, all right? It's their own fault. They've just lost the co-caster because they didn't think of the co-caster.
Look at those puck swings. They look so beautiful as he swings around. You see how the blue light is...
The ripple effect, right?
Around. Yeah, the ripple effect is really nice.
Who else has got cool set here? The Sven one's kind of good. Well, the headpiece could be better, but I like the imagination that was put into that by FNG.
I like the Rubik pick versus Grimstroke as well. By the way, I've commented on this before with you. It's just that you steal that Stroke of Fate, you have no cast time. That spell is so much better on Rubik than it is on Grimstroke. Plus you have talents for cast range. Basically, everything you steal from Grimstroke is so good on Rubik. You can also steal a Ravage. So this is a pretty decent Rubik game overall. And I'm like, Aachen, we saw them yesterday do really well versus Pango, but Pango was doing really poorly. Like, I don't know what happened to Pango, but they couldn't really play their game at all. So I'm wondering if they're gonna be as strong today, or if that was just Pango being bad.
I mean, let's be totally honest. They were strong against Pango, and that was it. They got 2-0'd by their other opponents, so...
Empire, yeah. Empire wrecked them, so...
So there's a lot of question marks. Aachen need to prove themselves. If they can beat Gambit, that is gonna just speak volumes.
If they beat Gambit, honestly, I'm completely set with them, and I'll believe in them. They are a new stack, so it isn't really that easy. But overall, if they do manage to beat Gambit, a Gambit that's renewed with FNG, a strong, fast-paced Gambit, like, they can definitely win versus anyone in this qualifier then. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how this match fares.
I like the start from Dahak there as well. He went and placed the ward mid, but then ran all the way across the river with that slot still exposed to make it look like he put a ward on their side of the map.
Mind games.
Dude, I love this. Do you ever do this in your pubs where you'll just run up to a spot with a slot open to make it look like you placed the ward on purpose?
Of course I do. I dropped the ward on the ground.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're one of those people who drops on the ground and then gets killed from behind and loses your wards.
Yeah. That does not happen in my rank, though. Maybe in yours, Pigeon, not in mine.
No, I'm kidding. I don't have wards. Don't be silly. We don't buy wards in my rank. Actually, no, that's not true. We buy the first 2 wards and then that's it. That's all you get. You have to budget for the laner phase.
That's pretty much me.
Yeah, I can believe it. Let's see how these lanes settle up, because, like we said, let's say the Hack should have a decent advantage. These are 2 strength heroes up against the new Feast. So he can look for kills, right?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely alright for him, but at the same time, you are playing versus Anchor Smash and Tide, so it's not that easy. You can't even... you can't slow him, you can't open wounds him, so it's a bit harder, but he shouldn't have problems. Nyx is gonna farm. At the same time, right now, SF is doing quite well mid. I mean, I don't think FO Ninja should have any problems versus Shisui, but we'll see. Maybe later on as the game progresses. But right now, he should be doing quite well, and he is.
And this makes it pretty worrying for Shisui, because as this lane goes on, you get the second level in the Raze, plus the maxed out Necromastery. A Pugna can be ran out this lane pretty fast.
I mean, yeah, and... well, there aren't... Actually, you have the Rubik that can rotate mid, you have the Sven as well, so they can gank that Pugna from any lane. Same can be said for Aachen Gaming, as you have this Clock that can always come from behind, gank that mid.
It's going to be pretty difficult right now, though, because there's a lot of ward coverage around the mid lane for Gambit.
Yeah. I think if you plan on doing it, you do it on minute 5. You do it when the night is down and the vision is scarce. You don't do it right now. Overall, though, what's happening with these lanes when it comes to CS? Everyone is doing quite alright. Trades on every lane pretty much. No one taking any serious advantage. So, overall, so far, pretty even in the laning stage.
Life still doing better maybe than expected. I think this is the other thing you have to keep in mind with the new feast as well, is that you're going to get an extra, 10 damage on every creep you're trying to hit, plus the Quillen Blade. So Anchor Smash doesn't really slow you down.
Yeah, I mean, as we said, he's not going to suffer on this lane. He's not going to be, he's not going to be pressured, but at the same time, I don't think he's going to pressure the tide a lot. That's what's up. Him and Rubik, they don't really have a lot of kill potential on this lane. Especially if Clock is around. If Clock leaves, then maybe they can go on tide, but it's very difficult, and he has to be out of position.
Yeah, I always look at Rubik as more of a defensive support, right? You've got the Lift to get someone away, you've got the Fade Bolt to reduce their damage, and that's more or less what you do in a lane. Kind of aiming forward towards that level 6 where you can start stealing these big spells. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, things pretty quiet for the combos they have, but not really too surprising when you're talking about a Puck who also has the backup of Warcry if you already use the Illusory Orb.
Yeah, you have the Warcry, you have the Illusory Orb, and the only hero that can fall on this lane, well, it's either Screen or FNG, I have a feeling. Like, one of these two can fall if they are a little bit out of position. When it comes to Jug and Puck, it's very unlikely. It can happen, but it's very unlikely. So far, 4 minutes in, we've seen no kills, and I mean, it's understandable considering their kill potential with these heroes. It's definitely low. It's definitely not as big as we want it to be.
We might be approaching that point, though, because as people start to burn through all their regen, it becomes a little bit more risky. Look at FNG. He has no tangos, no salve, so if it gets quite a little bit, he could easily go down. On the other side, how's regen looking at the top lane? Tide's burnt all of his. Life still has got the stick. There is a salve sitting on Cube, though, so he can make an attempt for a kill if they see the opportunity to immersion.
Maybe when Cube gets boots, he's 20 gold away, then he'll be able to catch up to them and perhaps catch someone with Battery Assault, but it's very hard, it's very difficult versus Lifestealer with Rage versus Rubik with Lift. I mean, honestly, they have to trade a lot of hits, get someone really low to get a kill. Yeah. So we're...
Keep just trying to secure the rune. New Lift is a little bit pathetic. He did force the Battery Assault out of Cube, despite no opportunity. But the hack did steal the other rune, and it looks like FNG will get both the ones in the bot lane, so rune's going in favor of Gambit here. So where will things heat up? Right, round 6, when we're talking about these big ultimates coming up, where is the most kill potential out of any given lane?
I think what we can maybe see happen is immersion rotating from top to bottom. As Nyx is gonna be completely fine on his own. And you can choose then with Rubik's Rider.
Scream might not be okay though. They're gonna move in. He puts out the Phantom Embrace, but it's a little bit too late. The Waning Rift stops him from using anything else.
I mean, it's like he got caught out of position a bit. Afterlife followed up with his orb on Puck, and they got him. So they don't have a whole lot of kill potential, but if you're out of position, you can definitely die. And now we see the nighttime has fallen, and instantly Cube rotates around mid. So they might go on this SF. Pugna is level 5 though.
We're going in. There's the Barrier Soul. He's silenced up, stuck in. He needs to get out of the cogs quickly, but can he? So damn tanky with that 1+. The raindrop, the turnaround, the stun. Cube's going to go down. The race does connect on the screen, but they can't follow up with more.
They click on Pugna and check his experience.
Oh my god.
So
What?
if they waited for one more creep, just one creep, they would have killed him 100% with that life drain. But they were a little bit impatient, thinking, all right, we've got this. They didn't consider that he has a bunch of magic wand stacks and the raindrop. So because of his defensive or good thinking or very defensive item build, he survives. So,
and you can see the long line drawn. Cute, probably a little bit impatient with how the lane phase has gone so far. Wanted to make that move quickly. Here's a price.
Yep. You want to make it quickly because you don't want them to come and help, but because of that, they fail.
Now things are starting to slide further and further into Gambit's favor right now. 3,000 net worth lead already at this stage in the game.
Yeah, top lane Rubik is caught, but you just lift him, throw him away, and run out. That's it.
I think the biggest surprise for a lot of people is bot lane. Yeah, V2, he already used the Blade Fury to escape last time. They're going to chase him here. They can't quite finish it. FNG will just back away. The Phantom's Brace thrown out, so he'll at least be able to farm that. But this Jug is losing his lane hard. V2, look at him. He's the poorest core in the game.
Yeah, he is. Puck has 7 CS more than he does, but he's not like destroyed.
It's more the gold difference though, right? It's almost 1,000 gold difference between the two. And all right, Rubik giving a freebie in the mid lane.
Yeah, they definitely needed to get a kill because SF did rotate to the jungle, and you want to kill this Rubik because bottom lane, however, you might kill the screen as well.
Yep, the screen has to turn around and stand his ground, but it's too late. He will go down.
Yeah, so basically you want to kill that Rubik because he's the one standing between Pugna and that mid-tier 1. So you want to kill him as soon as possible.
Things are starting to get very aggressive in the bot lane here. They're hanging around with the heroes. Oh, nice. I'm coming out. Silence as well. Going to drag V2 back. He does have the Blade Fury, but they harass him pretty well. And they'll just back away here. Lose your orb out. Oh, the Kulich will make his escape. Nicely done by FNG as well. He stunned on the creeps to make sure that they caught him by surprise.
Yeah, because he used it from no vision from the trees, so it was really good. Very well played by him. At the same time, I thought Pugna might actually go bottom, but with that Arcane Rune, he goes back mid, and now he's gonna continue pressuring it. I think if you are Gambit, you just put Rubik on mid, and you continue out pushing. Well, SF is just free to farm the jungle.
And look at the pressure as well. There's barely any on that tower.
Puck is dead.
Oh, they're actually going to find Puck, yeah.
Yeah, he used an aggressive orb.
Yeah, the greedy farming orbs. Actually, I don't think that was even a farming orb, considering he's not even maxing out. He's going for the Waning Rift first.
I mean, he just messed up there. Instead of using it to get out, he used it a bit earlier, and instantly he gets punished by Cube's Clock, who did find this Rubik again, but I mean, you just force him to lift.
Yeah,
oh,
back away. Yeah, you might actually find him. Immersion can't move quick enough here. Needs to try and juke him out, but it's too late. He will go down. I think your best opportunity is just to run into the ancient camp.
Maybe, but he wanted to go buy his arcanes. He had 900 gold, so he didn't lose any gold now. He did die, but he didn't lose gold.
So point there. FNG being chased onto here. He knew they were hanging around. Merchant will arrive again, but FNG so low on HP will go down to the Barrier Assault. Or Kulich arrive and look for the return kill. The Barrier Assault will stop him from attacking, but don't worry. Avenin is here to make sure that that kill does occur.
Yep. They get what?
Two runes each.
Two runes each, yeah. Looks that way.
I think so, anyway. Yeah, I believe so. Should be. Goddamn bottles always showing up in there, confusing the hell out of people.
You might wish to retract your last move.
Right, back on the bottom lane. Nice, fine.
It's very hard to catch the puck out of the Phantom's Embrace, especially after the changes they made to that spell. So you really have to not be paying attention for that to happen. Him on the top lane. The Hack is just farming uncontested. He's got his Midas already.
Yeah, building into that Radiance, and overall I feel like Gambit did get a slight edge when it comes to this laning stage. They did play it a bit better. Pugna still did not take that tier 1 on mid lane. He might look to do it though, because Jonas fan is around. He has his lads.
Yeah,
he might rotate around, yeah.
There's a hook shot in though. They were waiting with the smoke. Afternoon needs to move away quicker than this. And there's the life drain that they were missing last time. But no, it gets stunned up. They have to throw out the Ravage just to ensure the kill.
Ravage is
still,
up on
nice, still coming out from Immersion. Going to move him right now. He does have the right. He's going to blow it out on the 3. And almost connects on the 4 with the Dream Call follow-up as well. Locking them in place. They'll find the Pug in the Tidehunter and run down the Grimstroke as well. They get a double kill on the Kulich, and they'll be able to get the tower now as well.
Amazing spell stolen by Rubik. First that healing ward, bought them some time on that SF to not die immediately, and then, yeah, then thank you Chainsaw, and then he used spell steal to steal that Ravage as well, used the Ravage in the fight. So yeah, you lose the SF, but they lose 3, and they lose Ravage, so you're pretty satisfied with how that fight went.
Another decent steal. Merchant will now have vision with the rocket flares, so he can actually scout out and see if they're going to try and kill around this tower. They should know something's up though. Lose your way. Oh no, glitch! That's a little bit too close for comfort. Silence means that Clock couldn't do anything though, so he was quick off the mark with that.
Yeah, no hook shot for 8 more seconds. They can't really. They are gonna pressure this tower and perhaps even take it now though.
Yep, they deny their own. They'll be able to take the tier 1 tower away from Gambit because it doesn't look like they're in position to defend it. Well, they don't actually care right now. All they care about is how well the hack can farm, and 2,000 gold sitting in his inventory.
Cube?
Cube's fine. Immersion, not so much. Light Drain's going to come out. We'll get him low and be able to finish him off. The Dream Core connects on 2, but no follow-up. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they're looking for FNG, and they'll find him. Uh-oh. Can't get away. He'll go for the TP out, and he'll be able to make it. But no, he can't. Jonas punches him in the face.
He was hesitating a little bit there, so he could have ported out a bit earlier. He decided not to.
Not sure what he's hoping for. Hook shot fluffed in the mid lane. Cube moving forward though, with the urn coming out, won't be enough to kill off a Kulich.
Definitely not. Maybe his screen connected with the stroke of fate. He definitely didn't manage to. And screen is actually maxing Phantom's Embrace. Alright, that's the interesting way to go.
I think you stop now though, right? You got a level 3, so I can see what he's trying to do with the Phantom's Embrace extra hit, but now you stop leveling. You go for stroke of fate. Surely.
I mean,
or they get for FNG.
I don't see the point of maxing it at all, to be honest. But all right, he did it, and now he gets that Sven kill.
And Immersion will die as well as they push for the tier 2 top. No one's going to stop them. I mean, like the only thing I can think is that Screen is seeing great value in the 3rd hit required on Phantom's Embrace, right?
But it's different now. It should be. It's different. Like, the only thing he gets is that, alright, whatever, I don't care. In any case, usually what I've seen players do and what I do is either max Stroke of Fate or Inkswell on Grimstroke, because that's what you benefit from the most right now. Level 3 on Phantom's Embrace was good at the start, and now this SF might die. He has mech,
he's in trouble. He's going to mech up, maybe too late, but the Ren comes off. We'll go back onto him, and the Inkswell stuns him in place. Cube will die for this, though, with the Dream Core locking 2 in place. It's a 2-for-1 trade, but the supports happily give their life for that big fat kill onto the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. So, yeah, you get that level 3 Phantom's Embrace, you get the damage, you get the silence off on SF, and you kill him. Overall, Clock dies, Grimstroke dies, but I think you're fine with that if you're Aachen Esports. At the same time, if you are Gambit and your SF is dying, it's not the end of the world. The hero that you care about the most is this Nyx. He has his Midas, 3.5k gold, 15 minutes in. He's gonna have that relic any second now, any minute now, and like he's farming really well. So I think this Nyx is the one they need to kill. Do they have ways of killing Nyx? They most certainly do, but this
Instead, they might be killed. Look at this movement. They know the runes are down. They don't want to go on Jonas. They'll throw the Phantom's Embrace. I think they just back up here. They go respect the Ravages available.
Yeah, definitely. You don't chase any longer. There's a tier 1 there as well, so they can all come and port and just fight you. So it's pretty good. Jug is gonna take that bounty though, as Nyx opted not to go for it, greeded out a bit with his movements. Mid lane.
Look, going in here. Dream Call on the 3 heroes. Going to throw out the Phantom's Embrace to make sure Merchant can't do anything to them.
Yeah, I mean, if you are Aachen Gaming Esports, you definitely wanna Aachen City Esports. You definitely wanna go and pressure Gambit right now. This is your chance to strike. That Nyx is not ready to fight. He does not have that relic. He does not have that radiance. You wanna kill as much as possible at the moment, because later on you might not be able to. So.
Kulich just trying to slow him down by cutting the creep wave, but they've already got the catapult here, and they should be a tier 2 fallen. So Aachen looking to actually apply pressure. They have got a small window as well, because you mentioned that lifestealer, up to 4.5k net gold sentinel and rather. So he's getting extremely close to that radiance.
Yeah, he's almost got it basically. What does he need? A few hundred more.
There you go.
He
Just
bought the
600 more.
recipe, 600 more, and he's got it.
I mean, he doesn't
And
want to
he
leave
made-
bot. He's going to get this tower, so it makes sense,
Hookshot
right?
misses. That's Seth. Does manage to get out.
A little bit too close for comfort. He didn't want to die considering how close he is to the Guardian Greaves as well.
Yeah, I think maybe if he risked with the cogs.
Jonas. Get Jonas. That's not the move, buddy. Open wind's coming out onto him.
He's fine. There's no way. That's the move.
I mean,
There's no way to kill him.
he wanted to, but they'll realize it's impossible.
Nah, they just don't have the damage for that. However, they do
what's
have
up?
damage for FNG.
He'll be ran down and killed off very slowly. The Warcry protect him in the meantime, but they activate the drums and even the Omni Slash to ensure the kill onto the
Yeah,
boss
now you might
fight.
fight. Puck is porting in.
Yeah, they're coming right now. Puck is here with the Infest Bomb ready. They'll silence up. Dream Cool, only connect on one. They'll be able to get rid of him quickly though as Puck does go down. Moving forward, Kulich taking a lot of damage. The Guardian Greaves going to keep him up, or of the mech, and V-Tune ran back away from this. He's missing teammates because Scream fell as well. Dance in his heart after Hack will chase forward, with the Radiant slowly burning up and killing off the Juggernaut. The loose roll through should secure the deal as they get the double kill onto Kulich.
Yeah, the problem was Tide was bottom and you're fighting around their shrine, so it's very difficult for Tide to come and help you out. And honestly, this Tide is your strongest team fighting hero at the moment, so fighting without him is definitely gonna end up in a disaster every single time you do it, especially considering you left that Nikes to get his Radiance and now he has it. Now he can actually burn down this Tide as well. This Tide isn't so safe as he was earlier.
There's a TPE, but he won't get a chance to use it. Try and run away, but the guy slows him down. Feel the pain, feel the burn. This isn't your regular type of workout.
Yeah, that's it. What do you mean it isn't? If you aren't feeling pain and the burn, are you really working out at all?
Well, if it kills you, then I wouldn't recommend that workout.
It doesn't matter if it kills you. Go until the end, like.
No, that's not true. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but it's killing you, so it's not making you stronger.
No, you die in every single workout, and then you respawn
But
strong.
he literally died.
No, he didn't. He's gonna respawn in 4 seconds. Look.
Well, no, but he died.
Yeah, but
He didn't figuratively, but from game concept, he literally died. If you're talking like real life, sure, he figuratively died, but he literally died in the game.
He's stronger now.
No, he's not. He didn't get any XP or gold from that. He lost gold.
But he's smarter. He knows he shouldn't do that any longer.
Is he smart because he's walking straight towards the bot lane again?
Yeah, but it's very close to his tower. Huh?
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but I don't trust this.
Look, he's going away now. There, he knows not to push his luck
Yeah,
any
but look at
further.
the line drawn.
Yeah, they might not care about him being passive because they're gonna dive them on their shrine with this Radiance and with Puck. And if SF connects to them, it can be really strong. But if SF does not connect, alright, he's coming too.
I don't think you can kill them either, as in anyone Gambit. With the Guardian Greaves heal, I don't know if you've got the damage yet on Aachen.
You have the level 2 Omni Slash, so you're pretty strong. And also what Aachen Gaming has right now is superior positioning. They're on the high ground. So
They even had the Tide bodyguard in the entrance. He was the gatekeeper to this era. That actually made Gambit hesitate about what they wanted to do about that. They'll back away. Runes are coming up, so it should be 2 apiece as Aachen will hold their ground near the top. What's the next big item pickups for these different heroes? Well, Cube, he's almost got enough for the 4-staff now.
yeah, Cube is doing fairly well. With that force, they're gonna be able to kite that Nikes a bit better. The Lifestyler is gonna be kited a bit better, and he's gonna have a harder time finding kills. At the same time, though, you are playing versus Puck, you are playing versus Robic. They have a lot of control on the side of Gambit, so
That's the big problem. Those dream calls can screw up your escape attempts every time.
you can't really kite them so well.
Wonder. We're going to see the Yules picked up by Kulich next. I wonder if the Puck will go for the Ags afterwards to deal with the Juggernaut. Stun coming out from FNG. Did he find or did he get found? That's the real question. He's getting low. The Ren might kill him at this rate, but they get rid of the Phantom's Embrace in time. And Cube will be dragged back to his death.
It looks like he found. It looks like he might have found them. Even though it didn't look that way at the start. It always doesn't, because it's Fan with the Warcry. You always think you've got him, and then he's like, haha! And turns on you, Storm hammers you with like what seemed to be 200 HP. but it's actually like what, 370, 500.
It's pretty
1,000,
high, even with just one
1,500.
bracer.
Yeah.
Also, what was that haha? Is that your war cry? Like, that sounds like some sort of 80s comics villain. Haha, I'm here.
How does he do it then?
Ah! A bit like that, you know?
All right, that's much better. Yeah.
It's a bit more towards Juggernaut at that point.
Hands up right here.
Juggernaut! You know, you can go there. They just all
Yeah,
like
I'm
screaming, really. You know, these traditional old school carries.
I
Can't
can't
you?
copy that.
I don't know, you got pretty deep voice. You can go there.
I can go there, but do I want to? That's the question.
Meanwhile, the hack is going to go
I
to the
want
top
to
lane
try.
persisted. Like, they don't even acknowledge the lifesteal's existence in this game. This is getting a little bit ridiculous. They've given him too much space.
Yesterday, when they played against Pango, they looked very confident and they were making moves across the map. This game, they're looking very passive, considering they're playing versus Midas, Radiance, Nyx.
Oh, they're trying to make a move forward here. Sound's going to come out, hook shot in response on the Killer, so they're going to push him away with the cogs and they need to escape. Stun coming out, actually baits him in. V2 thought it was of him. They went across on the puck. Instead, the double Dagon coming out. The life drain gets cancelled straight away, though. The Guardian Grease save. Avenin will keep them alive. Scream will be able to TP away. They're force stuffing in. They're looking for it. There's the Dream Call. They're going to find the big pick off. The Pugna goes down. They'll take that instead of the Juggernaut because the whole while the hack was secure in the top tower.
And he got it. He got the full tier 2 on the top lane all alone, lonesome. Tide Hunter again was forced to defend that, so you didn't have the Tide again in that fight. It just looks like they're being a little bit outmaneuvered when it comes to just these movements across the map. Like, Tide Hunter seems to be not in these fights most of the time.
Well, he's here now.
He's here.
They are charging forward. The Gush is going to come out into Gulich. Puck needs to escape. He's got the loose rope to get out, though. And actually goes back to actually kill off the ward first. They might try and engage. V2's going to go for the TP away. Should be fine, but the lift's going to be there. On to Jonas. In the meantime, the hack just picks off screen on his own. Jonas moving in. He does have the Ravage. Going to hold it, though, because he can't catch the puck. And he'll go for the TP away, but will it work? I don't think so. The Yules is waiting for puck. It's very slow, but surely he will fall. And with that, they go straight to the pit.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. 40 seconds with no Tide. This is your chance to strike. Clock might be able to snatch it. He does have that flare to work with. He does have force. He does have hook. The only question is if he's even gonna try. If he's even gonna go there.
Does he feel lucky? Well,
There we go. He's gonna scout it. But
yeah,
because
but
of that, they know where he is.
Exactly.
You always see how it's flying, the rocket, how it's flying, and then you can maybe attempt to block that hook. The problem is they aren't doing it right now. Yeah, Puck
it's
is-
almost like they're inviting him into the pit. Instead,
see
though,
how
Puck
Puck-
sees him, moves straight in. They'll be able to finish off the Roche while chasing down Keep and making sure he cannot hookshot here. They may have used a little bit too early.
He can, though.
Oh,
He
force stuff
can.
in, hookshot across. Can he get it? No, it's too close. He can't. He has to force stuff out and he's almost dead. They're going to race through and get him anyway.
He did it really well. That wasn't his force, by the way. Someone else forced him.
Wait, that
I
was...
think it was. I think SF
Yeah, because
forced
he had
him
his
out.
force stuff
Yeah.
once he was in the pit. Like,
Yeah. It was
Alright.
a really well good play by F Ninja. He forced the Clock out because Clock used the force to get out from Puck's clutches so that he can actually use the hook. He did that really well, Cube, but it didn't really work, sadly for him.
The force staff almost assisting him originally. But... can get away from the Razors. And now, speaking of Razors, they're going to come out onto Pugna. He's out for a split push stroll, and now he will get to die. Razors through, and the Guardian Greaves to make sure no one will die. Might just go straight for the base now.
Yeah,
The
you
Hack
have
is
that
pushing ball.
Aegis, have that Aegis on SF, so you're very unlikely to kill him twice. At the same time, you have your Lifestealer with Rage, so these heroes are very difficult kills for Jug that only has a Manta right now to work with. So if you are Gambit, you can definitely look into closing the map completely out for Aachen Gaming and then slowly just tightening the rope around their neck. You don't really have to commit into insta-push. You still can itemize better on your Lifestealer. He's building towards that AC, so you can wait for that.
And he's going to find himself a casual kill. Screen out for a stroll in the mid lane, pays the price.
Is it going to be
Stun
one
on
or
the
two
cube.
kills?
Oh, they're going to find a bonus on the side. The Barry Souls will slow it down a little bit. The hook shot used, but blocked by the Hack. He gets himself a double kill. He even went for the open wounds talent at 20, by the way.
If you get 2 kills, then you can definitely pressure high ground afterward. Especially, it was so easy and quick for them. I don't know, Aachen Gaming, they are crumbling under this pressure. And they haven't really done a whole lot in the laning stage. They haven't really... How many Ravages did we see?
One.
Only one,
We've
right?
seen one that was stolen and used better against him. That's
Yeah,
probably
so
why he doesn't want to use any
that's
life
that.
drain happening. Gonna get rid of him, but now they forced off Pugna the wrong way away. He didn't want to go towards him like that. He's gone for 45 seconds. Doesn't have buyback either. 50 gold short.
Yeah, but SF can be killed now.
Oh, Omistash coming out actually with the Warcry to protect FNG. He's going to be the infest target. They'll be able to move away. The spin's going to be used to follow up. FNG with the gold strength throws out a stun on the Tidehunter. B-Tune chasing onto this, but the hack in hot pursuit. The open wind's coming out, but dodged out with the Manta. Oh, Ravage, no, gets dodged out. The puck's going to be fine. Now the steal, he's got it. Emerges, he's going to throw it down in response. It hits on the free. The Dream Core in place as well. The Requiem, the bombs, just blowing them all up. As Aachen cannot move away quick enough. That was their one big hope, their one big chance. And with that, Gambit runs straight back to the base.
Immersion with another Ravage steal. Twice now we've seen this Rubik use better Ravage than the Tidehunter. Definitely not the best Yonasom fans game ever. And they lose a full side. It looks like they won't. Alright.
They're going to go for a second. You do, because even when they're up, they've used all their big ultimates. Instead, they're going to lose more heroes. Cube, silenced up. He can't put the cogs out now, but the Hawk, are you trapped in here with me or am I trapped in here with you?
Yeah, there's no reason for them to... Okay, maybe
Hawk,
now there is.
Hawk, all right, they got the Phantoms of Race on. He's going to be fine, though. He's able to move away. The Race turn around. Oh, who's going pretty deep here? He's going to dodge out the damage from Jonas. And it looks like they will leave the base. They're going to respect the side of Aachen. But
Forces.
I don't know if
Definitely
Arken's going to
doing
respect
so
them.
much.
They keep chasing.
How many force stabs do they have? SF has one. Okay, Pugna is here.
Yeah, Pugna, he ran out of the base. Life drain's there. Affen in, trying to keep himself low. The body blocks from the hack. It's going to end up killing him off. The hack will run in, get the kill in response now. And Jonas, he can't escape either. Silenced up, trying to make a move on all the Kulik. He has no ravage. He has no use. The only thing he can do is throw his body at this. And I don't know if it's going to be enough. He's just trying to stay alive. The healing ward as well. They'll get rid of that. Meanwhile, the pursuit happening. The Kulich going on the screen. The illusion shows him off. Will kill him off as well. Now the hook shot trying to get involved. Will hop onto the puck, but he can probably blink away. The cogs will push him back though. The Yule's up in the air. He should be able to blink when he comes down. And there it is. He gets away with the illusion roll. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, V-Tune's down. This is looking like it might all be over as Aachen are forced to fight outside their base and in unfavorable ways. As the hack arrives to the main fight again, he'll clean up what remains.
Are you rapping? Are you trying to rhyme there, or is it just happening?
Did I rap?
You rhymed. You rhymed.
All right. I didn't realize I rhymed.
GG.
GG comes out.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the draft from Gambit might be slightly better, but at the same time, I don't think it's only the draft. In the laning stage, they did have like a slight advantage, not really too big, not such of an advantage to say like, all right, they're gonna cruise through this game the way they did. I think they had a slight advantage, but still, Aachen Gaming, they didn't really do the things that they had to do after the laning stage. Their shot calling was not on spot. And Gambit, they were happy to just waste time. They wasted maybe 2-3 kills that they had to feed in order to wait for the snipes. When you're playing 4 versus 5 like that, you have to be punished a bit harder. And Aachen Gaming, they didn't really manage to find the right angle to do that, right? So Nikes got that Radiance, joined the fights. Every single fight they had, also Tide was not there, so that's a big mistake from them strategically. It's not only from Tide. If Tide went back to defend, you don't fight afterwards. If you fight, you're most likely gonna lose. So that's how I saw this game, and that's what I think happened. If you don't stop the Snipes from getting a complete free farm during the laning stage and after the laning stage, at least you have to kill his teammates a bit more often and perhaps take more objectives, which they didn't manage to do.
I just looked like Aachen was sitting there and going, I think this lifestealer has some sort of disease. We got to avoid him, guys. We got to stay far away from him. And it was pretty much as simple as that. You just ignore him for a good 20-25 minutes and suddenly you question why he has a Radiance. You can't. You've got to apply pressure. Every game we see a lifestealer lose is one where you delay that Midas and then you make sure you keep trying to hunt him down.
No, you delay the Midas, and then if you don't have ways of hunting him down, at least hunt down his teammates. They had ways of doing both, and that's this clock with hookshot, that's this Tidehunter with Flash that could just run in. Sadly for them, they never managed to do it, so they lose game 1.
But Game 2 is going to happen in a few minutes, folks. That's right, best of 3. So we've got to decide who can win this one, who's going to go on. See if Aachen can get it together and actually square one back, or if Gambit's going to run away with this series. We'll be back in a few minutes.